What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode, or whatever we're doing here. A live episode of Inktober. Well, that was a terrible intro. Sorry, guys. What is today? Today is Sunday, October 8th, so we are on the 8th of October. Welcome back to another episode of Inktober, day 8. Our word for today is, let's hop over to the desktop. Word for today is toad. Toad. Huh. Man. Let's see what we're going to do today. Toad. All right. So the word for today is toad, and we are just going to get started. So the first thing that pops into my mind, well, let's see what the first thing that pops into Google's mind is. Toad. Do a little bit of research. Traditional. See, that's where I was going. I was definitely going more towards Mario, which would be fun to draw a toad. What about a toad? Toad. There's also our other favorite toad. Good old Hypno Toad. Combination of the two, combination of the three. Oops. It's 6 minutes off. Gotta set a timer on time. Would be helpful. Alright, anyways, we're drawing a toad of some sort today, so let's just keep this up and we will jump over into the studio. Alright, so this is yesterday's. I finished putting all the ink in. I didn't actually finish darkening our foreground and our background, so it looks really cluttered right now. But the plan is to give it more shape by like adding shadow underneath. Right. Oh, I really need to learn where my light source is, or just at least pick a light source. I feel like I skip that part every time. There's our drip. And put a little bit of, this would just take time to finish up. And I just didn't have that today, so that's where it ended up. But not only do you have this, I just don't know how to make this stand out more. I gotta keep outlining it. To give it that focus. And then the strip down here needs to be outlined. Does that look better? That brings it out a little bit, but man, there's a lot going on. The dishes really, really bring a lot of character to this finished piece. But maybe at the end of the month when I finish all of the drawings with the concepts, because it's kind of hard to come up with the concept, draw the art, ink, edit video, get ready for the next one. And editing video was part of today's process. So there will be a new YouTube video of day 2 coming out pretty soon here. Just gonna give it shade on one side, but I know that's gonna change when this happens, because that is that side. We kind of see the lines through this because it's just water. For me, I don't know what we're doing. But this is not the project we're supposed to be working on. This one needs to be taken off. And we need to start again. I'm just trying to add a little bit of shape to it so we get a better look at what it would look like. So I didn't realize how busy it looked on camera. But we have the faucet that comes out in this perspective over the sink. It's dripping. There's a man sitting on the couch. His sink is full of dripping dishes. There's an open window here with dishes with water dripping off it. I just realized that this window, although looks open and looks like there's wind blowing in, this top part couldn't be open, or wouldn't be open. You wouldn't pull down the windows like on a school bus. You would open it up. Yeah, so that doesn't really make any sense, and that's okay because no one's going to look at it that closely. Then you have this cabinet in the front with the light underneath. That's dripping. There's a ceiling light in there. That's dripping. Man on the couch. Widescreen TV. Everything's dripping. I think we've accomplished our goal. So I'm going to consider this one finito. Finished. Man, I told myself I was going to handle that too. All right. One day I'm going to get smart. And I'm gonna put the tape over here one day. Okay, so this one's done. We're gonna get rid of this one and put it all together. So drip goes on the front, 6x6. Let's get the folder, slide it open. Day 8 done. Or day 7 done. Day 8 is on the way. Day 7 done. Okay. Next up, we are going to roll dice and get ready for that. What has happened now? Oh, we can just see this. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't know that we went completely. It goes crazy. Whoa. All right, there we go. Back to regular size. So dice roll for size. Are we gonna? Yeah, we'll just roll for size today. Keep it easy. I am gonna introduce some new rules tomorrow, but we'll just have to do that tomorrow when I have a little bit more time to figure out how to really input the new rules. All right, sorry guys, I just need to quickly. All right. So the word for today is toad. We have established toad. 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 And we're going to do height. And we are going to do width. Perfect. All right. So let's roll for the height of the piece of paper. Ooh, 9 by 7. So this paper is going to be height 9, width 7. Okay. 9 by 7. Let's cut a 9 by 7 piece of paper. This is actually 120 pound paper. We're going to try to draw on that today because that's what's laying around the shop. So real quick, we're going to get our nice little paper cutter out. Make sure I do this all correctly. There's too many things on my desk. Cool. So we need to do it 9 by 7. So this way's got to be 9. We get 2 inches here. 7, get 1.5 inches. Doesn't really matter which way we go with this one. Well, that's a thick piece of paper. Now this might run into a lot of trouble because this cardstock is thick. Like, it's some thick. Oh, sorry guys. Did not mean to do that. It is some thick paper. Alright, there we go. There's that. Here's our paper. It's like a piece of cardboard. And it is height, right? That is. Yeah. Height is 9 inches. Width is 7. Alright. Alright. Alright, just cutting down the tape. This is like the normal tradition. I should back it out a little bit so it's not trying to autofocus on such a small area. There we go. What's the next thing is I need to learn how to use a remote for that. I did get the quick keys down for Twitch now, or not for Twitch, for OBS. And so that makes it a little bit easier to, switch in between scenes. But that's just the first of many steps of things to get done. Anyways, again, this paper is like super stiff. This is 120 pound cardstock. I think 120, 110. I'll get back to you, but I think this might be 110. There's a couple different weights that I have laying around the shop just for different projects. But this stuff, like, is so stiff that you could probably make like a cardboard puzzle out of it. Let's not get distracted. But let's get a little distracted. So many fun things you can do. I'll do a episode of paper cutting. I do have an animation that I finished. I need to, so many projects that are not finished, but I did an animation with paper like South Park style, but I did it in a children's story, so it was much more interesting. So just to get a feel for that paper, it's heavy duty paper, like, and no problem. So this would be used to like actually make cards. When I make some of my more fancy cards, I use this paper because it cuts quite nice and it withstands my machine. Anyways, let's get rid of these. We don't need these. That's enough playing around. Get the scissors away from me. And let's continue on with drawing our toad. First things first is we are going to draw our border like usual. And let me move my keyboard over a little bit. All right. So I swear I'm going to get better at drawing these lines straight. As I say that, it's the most crooked I could probably draw the line. Maybe I should film this show during the day. Maybe there's more viewers watching our channels. All right. It's like I gotta, maybe it's easier to draw it down. Okay, it wasn't too bad. A little bit easier. I just don't have that perspective. I'm not looking down at it. I'm looking at the picture at an angle, so it's always a little bit hard to draw. I'm looking at it at an angle already, and then trying to draw it at a different angle. It's like everywhere where I didn't want to mess up, I messed up. Okay, let's see. Do we draw Toad the Mario character, or do we draw Toad, or do we draw both? I say we draw both, but we need a scene first. What are we doing? I wish it was the other way. I could do like a Toad versus Toad Mortal Kombat style picture. Put them in like a scene. That very 2D animation style. That would be pretty challenging. But that's not where we are. I haven't even gotten started. Okay. What's our next phase. We can't do that. So let me take a look. Because I can do toad versus hypnotoad. But not on this format. This format won't look correct. Just draw ourselves a toad first. I don't know what to do. Let's give it a space. Let's give it a space. Let's give it a central point. I mean, I could draw hypnotoad big here and then what if I know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to try it. Okay. So we're outside. That's our vanishing point, right? That's our vanishing point. And we are just going to just give it a quick check and see where we're at. How big was this? 7? So 3.5, that's pretty good. We were almost on. Okay. Now, Toad is famous for the hat. Okay, so we're going to have like an army of toads lined up. But in order to draw this, let's just draw some helping lines. Let's draw like we're looking right down the center, right? So we're going to go 7.5. We're going to go from 7.5 I don't know. Let's just mark some lines. That's 1.5 and 6.5. Or 5.5, sorry. So, just to get a basic look, if we went all the way out to the center point, it's kind of what we're looking at. Oops, and I'm off Just a hair. Let's try it again. Redo. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's gonna be whatever. Now I want something off in the distance, quite far away. Should be straight. We're going to use a lot of rulering today. The rulering rules. Okay. So that's 4.5. That's 4.5. That's actually pretty straight. Didn't do a terrible job. Sometimes I actually know what I'm doing. So okay. So this is going to be some sort of red carpet. And then we're going to have a toad here, toad there, carrying, little vest, our toad-like character. Got some wee legs, some big brown shoes. There we go. There we go. Everything starts out with an idea. Then we got platform. Doesn't have a whole lot of value here. What we need to do is duplicate this look. The first one's the important one, but in order to give it some depth, I might have messed all that up. They might be way too close. Okay. Let's draw our first, the main star of this adventure. No, because I don't want. It's okay. I won't have to. This will be fine. I'm gonna have to use a lot of. I kind of want to make it pixelated, but I feel like I'm not on the right path to do that. Because I didn't start with measuring, I just kind of like guessing into it. Way too long on this side. So that's kind of the platform we're going to sit our guy on. And there's the vanishing point. Wow. No way. Yeah? No. The platform's not that big though. The platform still looks crooked. Why does it look crooked? I need to get a different ruler. This ruler just hits the light just wrong. pretty annoying. That thing is straight though. That's at least what it says. Okay. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get it. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna hope it's gonna be cool. That's better. I know. It's very vanishy. This might be way too hard. We're gonna try. Oh, there goes a pen. It's been quite the day. All right, let's see what we're doing. So this can go that inside line, because that's just our line for our post, really. Because they're carrying Hypnotoad, but we have a very like front on look, so that's kind of good. I wish I could just figure out what I was doing. It's like on the top. That one's on the top now. All right. There's that. We'll probably want to put some ornate looking things on here. And this should be at some sort of angle as well. Right? I didn't really have to draw all that. I could have just erased. Been smarter to erase. We gotta make sure the platform's big enough and we don't have to widen out the platform anyways. So body, body, chest, lip, top lip, up and over. This is going to be really bad. This is like one line drawing. It's not the greatest. But you don't know, you just started, so you gotta just Keep shaping it. Keep shaping it. This leg's out a little bit more. There's a lot going on in there. So we're going to try to erase a few lines that don't really need to be there. A lot of the lines. Okay. Let's try that again. So coming down there, we need to put this leg in. This goes in front. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not. Hypnotoad. Just drawing in all the little details. I can pull them out later if I need to. He's got a spot there. He's got a spot on his arm. Makes it hard to see what's going on. He's got a spot there, and this whole leg is green. Alright, then we have Hypnotoad. Perfect. Great. Now if we drew this box out straight to the floor, right? Just to give us a little bit of identifying shape. Now, Toad's pretty short. And we're only getting to his shoulder. You would think that Hypnotoad would have to be pretty big. He could be tiny. for all we know. No one's ever actually seen the size of Hypnotoad. I like the idea of this going upwards though, and like there being like a little princess sun hut. Him being shaded. Trying to like kind of block out the shape first. I got called by my mom. She told me, you need to draw shape first. I'm like, I know, but I don't know what I'm drawing 95% of the time. How many times was I going to miss that before I decided to erase it? Doesn't matter, there's got to be another triangle to meet this one back there. But not too far. So now I can kind of build out from here if I want to. But now I have like a basic shape for what he's living in. I kind of want this pitched a little bit. But in order to do that, you got to bring this forward. You know? Like that. And this probably would have to be much bigger too. Testing. Right. Have something like that. And then we have our little friend, Toad. So my original thought was I wanted armies of toads, but I don't know if that's going to be plausible. I mean, in reality, this thing is like, Toad's like an egg-shaped person. I see John just had to run to the store. Sorry, there's so much squeaking tonight. Roommates are home and making food. And the kitchen's above me, so that's why I'm like considering new time slot. New time slot. You just get more shoe if he's walking forward. He's got a little bit of pants. This is sitting on his shoulder. He's got little tiny arms. How do you carry? If you were carrying the post going that way would not be conducive. You can't really put it on your shoulder. You can, and your hand comes over it from the other side like that. He's got a little Aladdin vest. But he needs this ginormous head. Where am I supposed to put this giant head of his? Because he just got such a big head. Little face, actually. So let's just draw his face, because his hat can fit on after. Right, because it's just this mushroom hat that makes for a big to-do. Okay, erase. I'm like still in like drip mode right now because I was thinking like, why don't I just make him all zombied, which I'm probably gonna do, but not zombied. Actually, maybe not. Maybe everyone is done cooking. Man, he is like properly plain. Like that circle's like right in the middle. I think he's got like 4 dots on his hat. Maybe 5. So I wanted to give him eyes like Hypnotoad. Confident. I feel like cartoons, especially when drawing like this style work, you just really just have to make sure that line is solid and confident, like not too sketchy. Eventually these will all get better once I draw a few of them. There we go. I like it. Now equally on this side, I need another one. His twin. His twin. I wish I could watch some Futurama while I work on this. That'd make it more interesting. Like you said, he's a bean. I'm like trying to look at the other one, but I know that's not going to help. Better be marching in unison, otherwise they could fall. His face needs to be looking this way. Straight, please. I know. I understand. But why does your body look like it? Is it because your head's over there? These toads look a little bit out of shape. So there's his counterpart on that side. And now we have to duplicate. This is where like Procreate becomes a really nice tool, because you can just cut and make them smaller. I can just literally take a photo of this, cut them, and then stack them behind, which would be pretty cool. Since we're in the triangle mood, put up the pyramid in the background. Right? I know there's some like classic Mario background stuff I can throw in here. Next, with far less detail, with the hat. The head. The body needs to hold that up. So foot. They're all going to have the same foot placement. It does need to be in the right spot if it's going to be here. But I just don't need that much. And I need one more. Right? That's right. Okay. There we go. I think that's what we needed. And I can add some Futurama stuff to this too. Just for fun. It's a good thing I got myself on this one. Oh, I got the model. See? Planet Express model. So at least I can draw it from the model. Watch, it's going to turn out terrible. There's like a line that goes through the center of it. Like that. That line's red. And it goes back to a jet. Back. We got another wing here. Look at it, it comes down like this and then goes back this way. And that goes into the side. We got like that, and this, round that out, and oh man, that shape looks so off. I think this bottom piece is too bulbous. And there's like a little turret on the top. Okay. Something like that. I kind of didn't make this proportionate at all. I was just like, well, yes, I want to make the wing, but the wing is much lower to the body. It's got more of a Cadillac style to it and a height style. And that thing definitely goes with the line of the body. But it has like a real and it comes really quite close to the I might have to back everything up. Okay, good enough. Maybe too much. I don't really like the placement of that. Put a lot of work into that to not really like it. Okay, that's all right. Wasting time. So that's what we do here. Wow, these challenges are pretty tough overall. I don't know if the challenges are tough or if it's just drawing like this many days in a row or trying to keep up with the pace. Clean up some lines here. I don't really need to. I waste a lot of time cleaning up lines, I feel. I should just be drawing shapes, but like I said, I need my confidence in art to get better so that I can draw faster. So I'm thinking I should put in like a couple bad guys from the leaping balls. He's getting ready to pounce. Remember this thing? Hated that thing. Fireballs. It's just like this big. Let's look it up real quick. Oh, sorry guys, I'm totally making you look at Toad. Hypnotoad and Mario. I spelled that wrong. Nope. It's like kind of what I want. I need that enemy thing, not that thing. That thing's cool too. That's an old. Come on. There he is, but I want him in real form. What does he look like in real form? He's just a group of fireballs with eyes. I needed more of like the movement. Just check it out. There it is. So yeah, it's just flames with two eyes, but these eyes are also going to be hypnotoady. And we just need to draw fire and yeah. Just comes down as an arch. So this is on fire. Hypnotoad. I gotta get some other work done tomorrow. Like trying to finish up setting up the Patreon. Getting on some more of the financial parts of running an art show, which is like my least favorite. I just really rather hang out and draw. So like, there we go. He's coming in for a landing. He's only 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 4 in total. 5 plus his head. So let's not get too carried away. I might spread it out a little bit. Now that I know that. But he's hit the ground here. So like bring it, coil him out a little bit more. Maybe bring it out to there. And that'll probably be better anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Hit that circle. Make them all around the same size. They will all be on fire later, so it's not super important, but okay. Those guys are pretty annoying. Like I said, let me just jump into the split screen so that we have both at least, because otherwise I'm not even drawing. So sorry, guys. There's just so much to manage on this side sometimes, but that's part of the job. I just need to look up every once in a while. I don't remember. Is it World 3? Come on. Is it not letting me? Super Mario 3. 3. Oh, now it seems to work. Oh, that's because I was up and over there. It's not giving me any level play. Who knew that Mario would be so hard to look up? Okay, I give up. I can't give up because I need these details in order to nope, that's not what I wanted to look for. I wanted to look for this. I'm just like on the wrong thing every time. But these levels are way too fancy. I just need the old school one that looks like this. What level is this? SMW Super Mario World Desert. There's the pyramid. I already drew that. Don't need the arrow. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to mimic the ground. So we're just going to draw a couple circles. Where it comes closer to the edge of something. The top circle, little circle, little circle, pattern. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do on this one, but once I get everything like properly set up, like I think I'm gonna put, I want to put the Planet Express ship up there. I just don't know what's gonna happen here. Do I put one of those spiky, weird cactus? The wiggly guy. He has horns on him. I'll just stay here for now. Or actually, let's just draw on the desktop. So like when that happens, I gotta give him some ground to stand on, or at least make a shadow. And these guys just have dots on them. And then some spikes. Spikes. If I want to give it the look, I gotta give it the look. It's like a repeated pattern. So do the same thing over here. We're going to follow it across. Circle, 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 bump, 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 circle, circle, bump. And that line might need to come down a little bit. Bump, bump. And then we're going to put a little tiny rock underneath it. I should put a Mario square like up in the foreground, like right here. No! Maybe I put the pyramid behind our friend here. It might be better. Oh, the pyramid got way bigger. So what was the point in that? Move the pyramid over so then I could I seriously have no idea what I was going to do. I was going to do something cool. Oh, Mario block. So this will be a fun little test into perspective. So I'm going to put a block right here. Front and center. Okay. So we're going to put a Mario block in here. We're going to draw it to our vanishing point line. I've been doing a horrible job filming tonight, guys, and I apologize. And one more. And one more. Wait, no. No way. I just like made up my own line there. It's not what I can do. I feel like I made up my own line in every one of these instances. So we would hope that it'd be like, is that really that angle's really that crazy? Trying to fix it a little bit. It's the box that's gonna kill me. Like it just blows my mind on how steep this thing must be. But I also need this square to be the right. You know, it needs to be square. I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm gonna erase it all. Alright. Come across with that line, come across with this line. Trust the process. That's the problem, is I don't trust the process. Now, our center point is right there. Now, the end of this block ends like right. Let's just draw it. Right there. Right? Just for peace of mind. And that would be what I would consider pretty much square. Is the bottom off still? It's just too little check. Maybe with the right side of the ruler, I was gonna like, 5 3/4. I mean, it's close. It just needs to be up a little bit. Or I need to bring that down. Is what needs to happen. Just a little bit. It's not much. But not much can make something look really off, I guess. There we go. means I think that one's crooked too. Because if I just went just by drawing parallel lines, there. Better. All this for a little tiny box. I still don't even think that it would fit on here. It'd be like really close to the edge. Okay. That being said, this line should indeed, I think this is wrong. Goes like that. And drop the line down. It's going to go like that. Just wait till I have to draw the question mark on each side of this thing. That might not happen. You might just get the brick pattern. But I do want to draw the question mark on here. Just real quick. Just a quick sketch. Nope, it's this one. All right. There we go. Good to go. It's not perfectly straight, but it's okay. Maybe we'll give a little bit of a leeway here, because all the definition will definitely have to go in. We still want the Planet Express ship flying over somewhere. Maybe we should have like Nibbler chilling here in the front. Maybe make the Planet Express ship much smaller though. So it's only like this big. That one looks better, and I didn't even really draw it. I didn't even look at it. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to fit. It just looks off balance. I don't know. I'll have to dial that in. But just real quick so we can finish off on a positive note. I know it's 9:30, and thanks for sticking with me. I know I should be paying attention. And so then we have Trying to figure out how to do this. So Nibbler has like a nose. He's got a big old mouth because he's going to be putting something. Or maybe he's not going to have a big old mouth at all. Maybe that's just too much imagery. But, you know, because it's getting pretty cluttered. Kind of want something small on this side. I don't know what though. Maybe this needs to be opening up like a secret door in a launch bay, and then this is where the Planet Express ship needs to be coming out. I don't know. I feel like we need something in the sky, but I just don't know what. Is it going to be like the moon? Could be the moon. And should we put good old Nibbler right here? Let's just put him here just for fun. A quick draw, so I apologize if it's bad. This is little cape. He's really in the foreground. What kind of hands does he have? He just has like a little black hand. There's Nibbler, if we were going to put him in there. Like a mushroom hanging out of his mouth, half a mushroom hat. Or his mouth can be open. It's going to change the way his face looks though, and where his eyes are. We'll try a couple different things. I'm going to mess around with some composition later tonight and tomorrow morning, and we will get everything checked out. So let's zoom in just so we can get a full version of what we're looking at. And so, let me take another light reading. All right, so we have Hypnotoad in the middle. We have our other toads around. We got Nibbler. Maybe I should put a real toad, like draw an actual toad. We got our box, which we could draw a toad up here really quite easily. You know, leg. So cool. Now I know how to draw toads. Hypnotoad's cousin. Angry toad. So yeah, as I continue to work this stuff out, I really need to figure out a place to put the Planet Express ship. Maybe we need to make this pyramid smaller in general. Maybe it's too big and it's taking up too much space. Just a few different things that we can work with. There's our sketch of Nibbler. And yeah, so we'll work on cleaning it up, and tomorrow I will have a finished product for you. Come on. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. I got to sneeze so bad. Of course. Right when I'm finishing up. That's going to be at the end of this episode. We will see you back here tomorrow for the next word, which I believe is bounce. So that should be pretty cool. Maybe I'll try to do some animation. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Everyone have a great Sunday. I hope everyone's ready for the work week. And we will see you again tomorrow on Monday. 2 live streams tomorrow, 1 Call of Duty stream, and then another Inktober stream for tomorrow night. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time. Peace.